A slim white man with short silver-grey hair and glasses talks through a series of film clips of the Birmingham Hippodrome Auditorium and the Freefall performers in rehearsal.
Hello and welcome to Access Becomes Art, World Ballet Day 2025. My name's Lee Fisher and I'm the Artistic Director of Freefall Dance Company. Over 23 years ago, the seed of an idea for an inclusive dance company based on the principles of classical ballet, community arts and special education was sown. From this seed, Birmingham Royal Ballet's groundbreaking initiative, Freefall Dance Company, was born. And the company has since gone on to create its diverse repertoire and its own model of schools and community engagement. For this year's World Ballet Day, we wanted to share with you Freefall's performance of Luminous, inspired by Black Sabbath, the ballet. The piece was performed right here on the Hippodrome stage back on the 26th of September. This was a huge milestone, a big moment for Freefall as they opened for the main company that evening. And it comes at a point in time where the dancers are continuing to expand their practice and ensure that ballet is for everyone. Please see below for more information about this performance of Luminous, Freefall Dance Company and their wider projects and goals. Enjoy the performance.
Birmingham Royal Ballet's artistic director Carlos Acosta joins Lee Fisher on stage to introduce the performance.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Black Sabbath, the ballet. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your support. It is a very special evening this evening because our beloved company Freefall is doing a curtain raiser for the very first time at this stage. And I'm here with Lee Fisher, who's Freefall is his baby. It's a company that changed the landscape of dance in the UK, and I have won Lee and MBE. Very important company. Yes, please. Now, Lee, if you could tell us a little bit what we're going to see and a little bit about Freefall as a project.
Thank you very much, Carlos. Good evening, everybody. So a milestone moment for Freefall Dance Company. We've been going for 23 years. We've done hundreds of performances. We've built up this loyal and committed following. But tonight, this is a very special evening, as Carlos said, in this iconic theatre, on this huge stage, in front of an amazing audience. It's Freefall's first time. And we're going to perform a piece called Luminous, which is inspired by the Black Sabbath catalogue, alongside some classical influences, an amazing commissioned score by our wonderful musical accompanist, our composer, our collaborator, Richard Seiner. You'll hear some classical themes we've woven in throughout the piece, but it's been really given a metal treatment for your entertainment this evening. Shortly following the performance, there'll be a brief pause while we reset for Black Sabbath, the ballet. But we just want to say how excited we are and how we know that you're going to give us an amazing reception.
That's right. Yes. Enjoy the show, and remember at the end of this piece, please give us thunders of applause, okay? All right, thank you.
Carlos and Lee wave. They slip away behind the stage curtain. The light fades to darkness. The curtain rises on a completely darkened space. A soft glow picks out the face of a young man, tilted upwards. He gazes at some unseen point in the distance. The pale glow highlights his hand, stretching up and pointing through the darkness. The young man has short dark hair. He's dressed all in black, loose trousers, a shirt with a sparkly sheen and purple cuffs, above black shoes. He's motionless, as the pool of light around him widens a little. The notes of the guitar spark him to movement. He sweeps his arms, he bends and straightens rhythmically as his loose hands stroke through the dark around him. He thrusts his arms high. His rolling shoulders power his arms into smooth windmill swoops at his sides. He draws his splayed fingers back past his head like retreating waves. The faces and hands of other dancers show faintly in the dark around him as they too flex and surge their arms. He speeds up with the music. His body rises and falls. He steps a spin. Thrusts his hands high again. A faster spin. Growing light reveals young men and women, also in black, spread across the space, pulsing in the shadows. A path of blue light cuts across the space. Movement eases into graceful slow motion. More and more dancers step into the space, their hands breathe through the air. Two men pass each other. They move along the path of light to settle into spaces. The ensemble takes shape. The camera moves closer to pan over the undulating figures. The focus widens across the phalanx of 10, a mass of continuous movement, each extending their arms and floating fingers in their own styles. Easy circular sweeps, arms crossing in front of their faces or wafting like birds' wings. Their movement changes, becomes brisker, more defined. The central man turns and melts among the dancers. A young woman with long auburn hair steps into the pool of light. Her body arches and dips. Her swooping hand beckons the approach of a young woman with fair hair. They meet in an open embrace, face to face. Each reaches up a hand. Pause. They back into the shadows. A young man with dark hair takes his moment. He steps into the light. The two women return. Each lays a gentle hand on his shoulder. He looks from one to the other. The women slip aside. The man remains standing tall. He begins to move. He dips, draws his arms across his body in graceful swoops. His wrists loose, so his hands flow and his fingers flutter. He picks up his knees, arcs a high leg. He spins. The path of blue light breaks into a kaleidoscope of coloured spotlights which move and blur across the floor, around the feet of the undulating performers. Red, blue, purple, yellow, green. The dancers pick up their knees with easy strides through the rainbow colours. They find their places, waft and flex their arms. The rippling spotlights make it seem as if the whole floor is rising and falling in waves. A magic carpet gliding and floating the dancers through space. They come to a halt, open their arms high and wide. The colourful spotlights merge into lines of colour that stretch across the space. The whole company turn as one to face the back, their arms still spread high. Gradually the group gathers together, melting back into the darkness as the coloured lines fade one by one. The shadows seep downwards till only their raised hands are visible, and then the dark covers them completely. The curtains rise on the blue-lit space. The whole company of 10 dancers comes forward to the front of the stage holding hands. They raise their hands and bow. They step back and surge forward again. Wave to us, some blow kisses. They step back again. The curtains fall for the final time. An image of two performers, a young woman and a young man, frame the start of the credits. Freefall dance. Thanks for watching. Luminous. Birmingham Royal Ballet Freefall dance. Choreography by Freefall Dance Company and Lee Fisher. Music by Richard Siner. Dancers: Tom Bright, Tara Bishop, Eleanor Bresnan, Chris Brooks, Hannah Clark, Nikki Hodges, Sean Hodges, Barry Kirby, Lucy Miles, Joseph Reed. Freefall Dance Company is made possible by the generous support received from the Eveson Trust, Horton's Estate, the Rowlands Trust, William Aid Cadbury Charitable Trust, the Blake Bank Trust, Anonymous Trusts, and all other supporters of Freefall.